This is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and today is November 4th. November 4th, Monday, November 4th. I have some coffee. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Fibsville. Wake up. It's time to get up and do some art. Ah, that's good coffee. I have a couple things to show you. Tanya McGuire is back, and she did a twist on the Pick 10 yesterday afternoon, and I had so much fun doing that. Maybe I need to zoom out one here. YouTube, I don't know why my camera and everything is real shaky in the morning. It is really shaky. So, anyway, here's what I did in person. I put up a video yesterday of me doing this, but I said I'd show it in my stream. So I made tags. I did the Pick 10. I hope we continue doing that. So there it is. I had a lot of fun doing it. This will go in my November journal. So then, today is November 4th, and I'm working in my personal jam journal, and here is, turn it right side up. I thought I'd show you what I've been doing. Now I need to zoom back in, don't I? Now what's happening? Hi, Starbuck. Good morning, Arlene. Good morning, good morning. Now let me, did I go the right way or the wrong way? Hi, Deborah. Trying to get my camera fixed here. You got a little shine on this. There we go. So this is my personal jam journal for November. And I did a title page here. I finally found that round circle that I fussy cut the other morning. It was under my chair. It was under my chair. So day one prompt was to collage or draw an image. And I had this first Thanksgiving picture left from doing the one that I gave away. So I wrote that down in there. And the day two prompt was to draw or collage a cornucopia. And I am carving this as a stamp. That's still in progress. And this is some of that tape. Hi, Oja. Good morning. Hi, Carla. Hi, Ginger. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you in here. Hi, Lori. Happy Monday back to you. Happy Monday. So, and then for day three was autumn colors. And I see I had reds and golds on there, but it wasn't I was putting some bronze on here for the leaves, and it wasn't showing up too well. So I darkened it a little. So this is still autumn colors. So day 4 is only leaves. And I thought I'd do that today. So let's get out a piece of wax paper so I don't mess up. And the idea of doing these is to do simple things. Just to do simple stuff. Just to get a little art journaling in every day. There's nothing hard about what I'm doing. So I got, this looks like a leaf to me. I'm not sure. It could be a tree, but I'm going to call it a leaf. And this is the one that I used over on this page. And I thought maybe I could draw some too. So let's, what do I want to do here? Let's do some yellow. Put it out on here. Ooh, that's a lot of yellow. Do I want to make a yellow background? Maybe I do. So I'm not needing this jam journal to be something, you know, well, it is fantastic, but it's more just something to get your mojo going, to get moving. I find that, yeah, your mojo, sometimes it gets going the best when you just sit down and start doing something. I'm going to set this aside for a minute and let that dry. And I squeezed out too much paint here. Well, maybe I'll do some red though. So those of you that have lost your mojo, maybe the best thing to do is to just get moving. Do something simple. Scribble, draw, stencil. Let's put an autumn leaf in here. See how this goes. The prompt for day 4 is leaves and only leaves. So I'm kind of doing this leaves across both pages, I guess. But that doesn't matter. On the one that I did for giveaway, I did one of those window decals. I could do that in here. But let's finish with this. Just simple stuff. Let's make it go this way. Leaves and only leaves. I'm just kind of piling them up here on the page. Should have a darker color there. We're going to do the red again. I might be getting kind of convoluted here, but think of it as a big old leaf pile. Think of it as a big old leaf pile. There's nothing like getting your hands in the paint at 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's do it. Let's do it this way. Yeah. And this paint is really, I must have added water or something to it because it's really drippy. But I kind of like it. So I didn't, Lori, I did not get to my garage sale this weekend. Let me tell you what happened. Last Friday when I was streaming, I pulled all those books out from underneath my desk and I said I was going to take them upstairs. And I did. And I looked around where we're storing stuff upstairs and I said, I have no business going to a garage sale. I kind of straightened up some things upstairs. It was kind of getting messy. So I kind of straightened up stuff. And by the time I got that done, I said, I have no business. I have no business going to a garage sale. So I stayed home. Oh dear. Yeah, I had a lot of books. I don't know what's going on with my camera here. There. So I kind of piled up the leaves there. Now let's see if I can put some yellow on top of that. If that will go. My yellow is awfully transparent. It'll probably turn out to be a big mess. Well, not too bad. I need a different color. What shall I do here? I squeezed out all my green the other day. I still have, no, is that blue or green? No, that's blue. That's Caribbean blue. Well. I got some of this. I don't know if I want to do that, though. Maybe I'll just squeeze a little blue on here. I have to get up and go get my other paint. I don't want to do that. Let's see what happens here. Leaves and only leaves. It doesn't have to be anything. What do I want to say? Well, you spend hours and hours and hours doing your art. You got other projects to work on for that. This is just something to get your, like I said, get your mojo going. Just get in there and mess around in your journal. Ooh, I like that. I think I might call this done as soon as I get these little spaces in here. There. I think I'm going to call that done. And then I'll outline those. But while that's drying, I'll come back here to my dictionary. You see, I've been stenciling in here. What do I have? Reds and yellows. I've been carrying gold. Gold. I'll find a page to... I smeared some black. Ooh, let's do it here. Let's smear what I have on here. Let's do a different design, though. Ew. Well, that didn't turn out so great. I got my tie underneath of there. Now, that's not turning out so cool. Let's do the leaf. Maybe I'll just quit and go home. not so good, but I'll come back over it with something else later. The idea is just to get something on a page. Let's smear this out. Let's smear it out since it's not stenciling. Maybe the next layer. Yeah. So, let's let this dry. Let's give this it's almost dry. A little bit of wet. These two pages turned out very much alike, I guess. That's because I had that leaf stencil out, and that's the one I used. This one was Autumn Colors, and it's mostly bronzes. That's bronze. And this is Leaves and Only Leaves. But that's okay. I'm not picky. I could come in and add something else onto this, but I really don't want to. I really don't want to. I'm going to leave it just as it is. I'm using my Sharpie over this acrylic paint. It seems to work okay. I think I'm only going to do the inner parts of these leaves. There we go. Oh, this one. There. And let's do this. So this is very much a leafy page. Yeah. I probably should be using a different marker on this page. There. Okay, so I'm going to call day 4 done. Leaves and Only Leaves. This was Autumn Colors. Very much the same there. This was Draw or Collage a Cornucopia and Fill it with Blessings. And this was Add a Shape to Page and Journal around it. And this is just my title page. I'll come in with maybe November Jam Journal, something like that. So this is my personal one. So let's call that done for the day. Yay. I've got plenty to catch up on, let me tell you. Let me put this paint away and I'll look at chat. Let's look at chat. Say good morning to everybody. Hi, Starbuck. Hi, Ginger. Lori Love says, wow, Starbuck, impressive. And thank you so very much for your service. How long did you serve? on 2 different ships, total of 4 years. Ah, thank you for your service. Thank you, Arlene. She said she loves leaves. Starbuck is an Old Navy nickname. Starbuck is an Old Navy nickname given to me by my crewmates from a show, Battlestar Galactica. Ah, cool. There's a piece of trivia for the Fibsville. Ilja is here. She says, hi, Rhonda. Carly says, smart lady. You found a lot of books you didn't realize you had. That's true. And they were all underneath my computer desk over here where you normally put your feet. And I couldn't put my feet there anymore. I was pulling them all out the other day when I needed to get something underneath of there. I forget even what I was looking for. No, I didn't go to the garage sale. I stayed home. I took all those books upstairs, and I looked around upstairs where we're kind of storing things in the rooms upstairs. We got 3 bedrooms upstairs, and I straightened some of that stuff up there, made it look halfway decent. And by the time I drug all my books up there and organized those, I'm going, I don't need to go to a garage sale. If I want to go get junk, I'll come upstairs. So I didn't go to the garage sale, Rhonda. I stayed home. You're a diehard DD gal? Dirty Dozen, you mean? Is that what you're saying for DD? I don't know what you mean, Rhonda, DD. I think Dirty Dozen. Weather isn't bad, Rhonda. It's going to be the low 40s, maybe some snow on Wednesday. Ginger says, good morning to everybody. Rhonda says, good morning to everybody. Yeah, the weekends just zip by, don't they? Ilja says, hi, Starbuck and Arlene and River and Lori and Carla and Ginger. Sometimes it's a mouthful to say good morning to everybody, isn't it? All right. Let's go down to the bottom here. Hi, Anne. Good morning, Anne. And Teresa. Good morning, Teresa. And Carla's in the house. Yeah, that Sharpie brought them to life, didn't it? Okay, well, I have December's Jam Journal cover to work on, and that's what you see here. Of course, I already got some red paint on it. That wax paper didn't do me much good. I painted the back. This is the Dirty Dozen that we did in Aunt Beck's stream last Wednesday. Let me take a sip of coffee. Where can I put this? Let's put it over here on this computer desk so I don't spill it. Yeah. And I'm going to turn it over. It's silver and blue here. I'll have to take care of those. And then I was working on my art last night and I had black, and I got a black spot right there. So I think I'll cut from this side, but I guess it's probably better. But what I'm going to do first, maybe I'll zoom out here so you guys can see it. Oops, that's way out. Well, I have to go back up one. All right. So what I want to do first, though, is I have this snowflake stencil, and I'm going to stencil white snowflake. It's really got its worst for wear. I need to get these things, take better care of my stencils. I don't know if applying any heat to that will help. I melted it. That won't help. Well, that one's pretty much done for. I was hoping that by applying heat, I could, well, see what I do? Well, I didn't want that one anyway, but I kind of ruined that snowflake. Oh, Mary, you, you dumb bunny. And I'm saying bunny very, I'm thinking something else, but I don't want to say it. I'll get demonetized. Calling myself a dummy here. Yeah, I blew it there, didn't I? Well, you know what I feel like doing now is cutting that off because it'll get in my way. I blew that. Maybe I'll use that as collage or something. I can still use the other parts of it. Let's cut this off. I won't do that again, I promise. I don't know where I got this stencil. I've had it for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ruining it. I am ruining this snowflake. There. We'll forget that I did that, huh? The whole world could see what I did there. All right, what I want to do, though, is I want a stencil here. I lost track of what the prompts were. I think some was add Christmas image and what was words, Christmas words, was it? I forgot. I'm going to need more white paint than that. But let's cut this stencil since I'll have yellow snowflakes. And stencil, I mean sponge. Yeah. And what I want to do is sponge snowflakes on here. And let's move this down. I'm going to start up in here where the shine is. What did I do with the sponge? Where'd the sponge go? Oh, it's under my scissors. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Somebody got up too early. All right, we're going to start up here, and hopefully I can get these stencil decent. Yeah, don't take the heat gun to your stencil, Mary. That was a no-no. Yeah. I don't use the big ones that much anyway. I usually go for these smaller pieces. Yeah. That one's not showing up too good. I'm going to go back over it with this. So I want to start on my December jam journals so that I can get them sent out. Sent out. I figure if I can get the prompts done by, I don't know though. Days go pretty fast for me. These days go pretty fast. You see them there? I like that a lot. I'm liking it. And yeah, I covered up a lot of the cool stuff underneath from the Dirty Dozen. It was almost too much in my face. So I painted it silver, and I didn't like the silver, so I painted it gold. Gold fixes everything. I probably need some more paint. So this is going to be the December Jam Journal cover, I'm thinking. But it takes me some time to do all this. And I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. Couldn't sleep. So I was editing files for the November Jam Journal, and I got up to 7. And I was working away, and somehow I deleted day 8. I lost it completely. So on day 8, I may do a flip through or something. I'm not sure what I'll do. Maybe you guys need a break from it. Yeah, I'll put another little snowflake in there. Yeah. I completely deleted it. It's gone forever. I think I thought that I thought it was that I called it day 9 or I had a duplicate or something, and I decided I didn't need 2 of them. But oops. Yep, here I am stenciling away snowflakes. This is what takes me so long on the Dirty Dozens. Usually Becky's gone 3 prompts ahead of me. I just write them down and go back and work them. Except I don't think I have all the prompts on this one. Oh, well, it's my journal cover. It's got me started on my journal cover, so. And usually by the time I get over on this side over here, this side's dry. It might look nice to outline those somehow, or I might just leave them like they are. I have a smaller stencil, but Tim Holtz one. But I don't know how these will show up. Yeah, it could show them. Yeah, I might hold off on those. And I want to work on my November art journal cover, which is that crazy quilt. I wanted to work on that this morning. I have a stamp that I'm carving. I've got plenty to do. What are you guys saying to me? You couldn't sleep either? Yeah. Well, when did I sleep? I must have slept. I did. I think I fell asleep around, what, 8:30 or 9 o'clock. last night, and I woke up early. I was up at 2, but I think I woke up a little earlier than that, kind of, you know, puttered around the house a little. So it wasn't like I didn't get any sleep. I got a few hours of sleep. But you know, when you're not as active as you used to be, you don't sleep as much. I made raisin bread. I was making raisin bread yesterday afternoon. It was just ready to put in the oven when Tanya came on. And so I had to keep an eye on that. It turned out pretty good. For I haven't made it for such a long time. What else are you guys saying to me? You need to play with your stencils? Yeah, get them out. The gold with the snowflakes. Yeah, that really does turn out pretty good. I think this will make a pretty journal cover. I think it'll make a pretty journal cover. I have to kind of turn it up so you guys can see it without the light shining on it. But yeah. And in fact, this will make 3. This is big enough to make 3 7x10 journal covers. Let's see. Let's put a little one down in here. And I might just leave it as is, or I could splatter some white on there. I got white, those snowball spiders where I just dabbed white on for snowballs. The Halloween prompt was spiders. And I didn't want to do the Christmas spider. Oh. Becky told us the legend of the Christmas spider last year. Now, let's put this down in here. This takes a little while to do. So, lesson learned, don't take the heat gun to your stencil. Meri does the craziest stuff. No, Meri, don't do that. It melted it. It was too big for this anyway. Yeah, I blew it. And I went to sleep early last night because there was nothing on YouTube to interest me. Usually there's something that I'm interested in, but I couldn't find anything that caught my attention. I watched a little of the Pink Poodle. Is that her, Stacy? I watched a little of her, just watching her. When I went in there, she was spinning for whoever won their freebie or something. And I didn't stay long. And so I thought I'd go watch a movie. And I don't know. It must be me because I didn't find any of those. I started watching one about a girls' school in 1969, but it just got raunchy, if you ask me. So I didn't watch it. I'm not going to spend my life watching stuff that's yucky. I didn't have a very good impression of it, so I turned it off. I don't even remember the title of it. Don't ask me. And then I watch the news channels on another, not on the TheMeriAtelier, but on another account. And I watched some of the news, and I decided that was pretty raunchy too. So I turned it off. I should have got out my knitting and knitted, but I turned off the lights about 8:30 and went to sleep. I usually don't fall asleep that early, but I must have been tired. Let's get a little snowflake in here. Yeah. Let's put one in there. What is that about no two snowflakes look the same? Well, on here we got a lot of snowflakes that look alike. I'm using mostly two of them, the smaller one and the larger one. They're the same shape. I guess I don't stencil them the same, but is this boring or what? What are you guys saying? You've been watching Perry Mason? Oh, now see, I should go watch something like that. What is the other one? The detective guy, not the Pink Panther. What is it? Why can't I remember these things? It's because I don't watch them that much. James Bond. I don't mind him. He's you practically know how his shows are going to turn out, but I'll watch him just sometimes when I'm bored. I'm not bored that often. I'm reading a book about President John Adams. And that's a pretty thick book. It's kind of interesting. And Abigail Adams insisted on doing all her own, most of her own household tasks. Even though I think they had some, I think they owned some slaves back then. That was before the Civil War. One or two, I think. Not many. They said she did most of her own work. It was kind of interesting. I think I'm going to turn this around. Yeah, so let me put this up here. I got that black spot to take care of. I'm hoping I can stencil over it. It's neat. I think that'll make a pretty journal cover. I don't know. Let's see. I'll find my gold paint here. Let's see if I can. Gold fixes everything. Let's dry it and give it another coat. Other than a few crafters and a rancher, I don't find much interesting to watch on my TV. Rarely comes on anymore. I'd rather craft or read. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I like to watch Off the Ranch. I don't know if you guys watch that. I got started watching this channel on YouTube called Vet Ranch, where they take care of rescued dogs and cats and animals that have been, neglected out on the street, and they'll take care of their physical needs and help find them a home and everything. And I got started watching that. Well, the same veterinarian and his father both have channels. So I watched that because they're pretty clean. I enjoy watching it. And then just last week, it's so funny. I don't know how I got watching it. Probably because I watched Off the Ranch. Oh, on Off the Ranch, the guy and his wife are remodeling a abandoned mansion down in Texas. I mean, they stripped it down to the studs almost, because it was pretty beat up. Not beat up, but the weather had gotten to it a lot. The windows were broken and the wood was rotting. So I like to watch them work on that, because it's kind of interesting to watch them put all their energy into a project like that. And so I watched that. And then last week I got interested, and I have to laugh because even though I'm from a small town in Nebraska, my family never farmed, and I'm not really a farm person. We never had to bring in the crops or anything like that. But I've been watching this channel where the guy drives his combine and they're picking corn. They're in the middle of their harvest season. And it snowed on him last week. And he's got this fancy dancy combine or corn picker that picks, not only does it pick corn, it picks soybeans. And it's really interesting to watch him drive it. And he'll show how it's all computerized on the inside. He knows how much moisture is in the harvest and how many bushels he has, and it's great big old machine. And he shows he's in the cab and he has to harvest, and some of those fields just have almost, it's like driving through a small creek on some of those fields, and that old machine just plows right through it. I get scared when he has to climb up on the grain bin and loosen a cable or fix a cable or something. I go, don't go up there, you'll fall. He's just a young guy. He's probably got a family. I haven't seen his family yet. I just started watching the channel. It's kind of interesting to watch. And I'm not even a what do I say? I'm not a farmer. I don't have any reason to want to watch that, except for I like to watch him bring in the crop. And it shows them dumping all that corn from the picker into the big old semis and hauling it off to the grain bins. And then he goes in and he checks those grain bins and makes sure that that's all running. And I guess that they have to dry that corn to a certain amount. I don't know much about it, but what else do I watch that's not art? Let's see. Oh, well, this is art related. I got watching that. I think I picked it up from Aunt Beck. There's a channel called Sue Me, S-U-E Me. And I like to watch her because she'll restore a lot of thrift items, and she knows a lot about restoring things. Like she shows how she's restoring a lamp. She knows a lot about the different values of things and that. She does a lot of projects like that. I kind of enjoy watching her. And let's see, what else do I watch? Every now and then I'll watch a sad doggy story or a kitty story, a cute kitty or something like that. But then I delete it from my watch history right away so I don't get 20 million of them. Every now and then I enjoy seeing one, but that doesn't mean I want to be bombarded by 80 million kitties. I love kitties, but I don't know. And then I watched, I don't know how it came up in my feed. Well, probably because I watched some sewing stuff. Probably picked that up from Aunt Beck. I was watching this fabric, I think it's a fabric store, and they do projects, and she made an apron, and she showed how to make the apron from a fabric that was cut. And all you had to do was cut out the apron and sew it together where they had all the directions and everything. I go, oh, that's my style. But then she showed how she used a yard of material and made the same thing and made her own pattern. I mean, she made her own pattern. She showed how to cut it and everything. I thought, I could do that. I should get out that $5 sewing machine and get busy. One of these days I will. Put this one in there. Now, what else do I watch? I watch news. I like to keep up with the news, but I'm not going to go into all of that because we get tired of that the way it is. Now, what else do I watch? I watch some religious ones. My faith. I'll watch those. Oh, there's a channel that Richard Thomas. It's Q-U-E. It's all about miracles. It's a miracle, something, and they're all about miracles that happen, or they call them miracles. Interesting things. Let's see. Let's put this in there. I'll watch that every now and then. And trying to think what I watch. I must watch a lot because I'm on the phone all the time. I miss it when it goes down. I spend a lot of time editing my own videos. I'm currently editing all my November. I'm thinking about breaking those up a little. All you're seeing in the early mornings now are November JAMjournals. I'm thinking about putting a couple of other things up there besides that. But we'll see. Bore you to death. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Patty. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Happy November to you. And Dee Dee's on this morning. I'll watch her. Patty Tolley Parrish was on last night, but I didn't watch her. I went to bed, I think. Was it last night she was on? I was watching Tanya. Maybe it was yesterday afternoon she was on. I don't remember. I like to watch her when I can, when I'm up to it. She's always doing something interesting. And I missed Barb Owen last Friday. Why did I miss her? I think I fell asleep. I think I fell asleep last Friday afternoon. I needed a nap because I streamed in the morning and then I came and streamed at night. And then I thought I was going to go to that garage sale, so I didn't stay up all night. I went to bed Friday night, and then I decided I did not need any more garage sale stuff. I went upstairs and took those books upstairs, and that was that. Came down and said, I'm not going to the garage sale. We've got plenty. I just got this little area in here to do. I feel like I need to splatter on here, but not gold. Splatter silver, but I don't think silver will show up. Yeah, put a little in here. Half of one. Black would be too much. Maybe a blue. Splatter of blue. A light blue. I don't know. My stencil's getting tired of being pounced on. I'm tired of all this pouncing, Mary. Enough already. It's starting to stick to my sponge. How about splattering some red? I don't know. I might need just a tad more white. The light shines on this and I can't see where I've gone. I need to pick up some more paint. I think I looked in Walmart last week when I was there and all the black was gone. All the 8-ounce white was gone. It seems like at school, when school season hits, it disappears, and Halloween hits, it disappears. So if you need reds and greens, I'd advise you to, and if you buy your paint at the big box stores, you might want to get it early. I don't know. Maybe it's just my area, but ew. This stencil's getting tired. It says, I've had enough, Mary. Enough already. I'm just about done. I'm just about done. Now, I'll place up here in the corner of it. I want to do just a bit more on up in here. And maybe over in here. I think I'm done. That stencil needs to dry a little. Phew. All right. So, I don't know. This is my paint there. I don't know if I can clean it off of my hands with let's try it. At least get my fingers clean. Excuse me while I clean some of the white off my fingers. I won't get it all, but I'll get some of it. I'm using hand sanitizer on my towel. Be nice if I had a sink in here. I had to go out and work in the back porch if I had that. It's a wonder he didn't make me work in the back porch. Brother dear. He went to bed early last night. Kind of worried about him. Went to bed at before 6 o'clock and he slept. Didn't hear him stirring or anything in there. Finally, about 2:30 or 3, I heard him get up, move around. Oh, shoo, he's still alive. He'd laugh if he heard me tell you that. He sleeps a lot. He sleeps pretty good. He sleeps more than I do. All right, my hands are not totally clean, but they're better. So what am I going to do with this? Should I splatter something on it? Or should I just leave it like that? I feel like I need to do something to it. And here, this is the other side. And if I cut over here, I'll have a journal that looks something like this. Now, I should probably do something here. I'm not up to doing stenciling. I could do those other stencils. The same ones that I did on my... What could I do, though? A dark blue? A dark blue on this? That might look pretty. Let's see. That English navy blue. Or even this royal blue would look pretty. Cobalt blue. Let me see what I have here. Not snowflakes. I need to go for something bigger. What stencil was I using the other day? I'm not showing you the disarray my stencils are in. They're all, well, the cardboard ones I can't wash, but the others are really need to be cleaned, Mary. I thought I was using a half of one. What one was it? I'm looking. Was it this one? Was it that one? And this one, I think. Like that. And then I put these, center those flowers in there. So let's go ahead and cut this first at 7 I cut it a little bit more than 7. Where's my ruler? Come on. I put it away, so there. We'll use this one. 7 and let's make it 7 1/4. 7 1/4 and 14 and that's 3/4. Now let's just move it. It's easier to move it. 7 1/4. And I could do another one, but I'm not going to. I'll do another one later if I want it. 7 1/4 and 7 1/4 and one more. 7 and it's hard to see up there. 7 1/4. Oops. Yeah. And 7 1/4. Yeah, draw a line here. Yeah. Yeah. Is that straight? I'll be stenciling this anyway. There we go. Now I need my cutting board. Oh. Cutting board, where'd you go to? I know you're here. Where'd I put it? That's pretty straight. It wants to go on its own merry way here. There's that one. Yeah. It needs something on here. I'm not sure what. I don't want to collage anymore. We'll think about it. I've got some red paint there. There we go. This will save back for something. I'm trying to decide what this needs. Maybe some dots. But what color? Get it too convoluted in there and they won't, nothing will show up. Hi, Violet. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, it needs a border. I'll put a border on it, but this just, you know, I like the snowflakes, but, and I don't want to put a title on it because I'm going to put a title page. Inside, I'm going to stencil dark blue on this. The same pattern as I did on the November journal. Let's see, what else are we saying? Too early in the morning for me to be measuring. Definitely too early in the morning for me to be cutting. Good morning, Violet. Rolesta's here. Arlene, Violet, Carla, Patty, Teresa. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Audrey? Did I miss? Oops. Did I miss somebody? Audrey? Audrey, good morning. You're tired? Ah, have you been up all night too? Good morning, Audrey. I almost feel like I could trace around those snowflakes, but I don't want to do it in white. And the only other thing, well, well, let's go ahead and do what I was going to do here on the back. And I'll think about the front. So I think I measured out 7 inches here, or 5 inches. I'm sorry, 5 inches. 5 inches comes to about to here. And then I'll have a little spine. I think I allowed 3 1/4 for the spine for the smaller journal. And then another. It doesn't matter because it will be the wraparound. I think I cut some off of the piece for the wraparound. Let's go ahead. I think I'm going to do a dark blue, and I have to get up and get it, and a cobalt blue mix. See, on this, I had a lot of collaging and everything from the Dirty Dozen. That's really kind of cool, but I'm not sure I want to do the same things. Let me get the dark blue. Let me get my dark navy blue. I'm always opening a new one. I bought 4 or 5 of them because I was doing I used this English navy in that lighthouse book. Well, Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks Freddy, and we'll use this one. I was looking for my red ones. Come on. Guess I didn't make a deep enough. There it goes. And my wax paper out here. Yeah, that out of the way. My ruler out of the way. Better give this a shake. Shaky, shaky, shake. Or I'll get nothing but medium at the top. And let's mix a little of this blue with it. I need to get some more of this pretty blue, cobalt blue. I'm running out. And I'm going to use my white stencil. Should I trim it off a little? Alrighty. Okay. And it's going on pretty light. Why it's going on so light? Maybe because I have that silver metallic on it? But it may be just what it wants to do. Let's check it. Yeah. I'm not sure I like it. Maybe I should add some black to it. In fact, I think I did the other one in black. Yeah. Boo-hoo. This is in my way. Let's move them. I'm going to knock them off. Yeah. I like that better. think I skipped a little space in there. I'll skip a little bit more. And I did another one here. Sticky, sticky. And then I think I came over this way and stencil like this. Because this is the wrap around. And I think I just kind of measured it right in there. And I cut this part off. I might have messed that up. Yeah. And then I came in here with this. Yeah. Or was it this, or was it just this? I think it was this. I came down a little. That blue's almost too thin to, I'm not sure why it's not. It might be because I'm going over metallic. It doesn't cover well, just plain blue. Do I want to go up there? I think I want to go up part way. And then I think I came over here and did in here and over here. I can't remember. I think I did a little one in there. That's not covering. because this is the spine in here. I go this way. Now, I took this large one. I'm going to dry that. What are y'all saying to me? I'm off in my own world. Violet says, well, ladies, I'm off to take my husband to the hospital for surgery this morning. Oh, Violet, have a great day. I wish him well. I hope it all goes well. Hi, Nina. Take care, Violet. Have a great day. Good morning, Nina. Ginger says, funny. I wonder if I post another color, blue. Blue. They're saying good morning. It was her color compliment. I guess she didn't like the color. Probably didn't like the word damask. I don't know what you guys are saying, but why did YouTube hold Ginger's comment? Oh, probably does not know what damask is. Thank you for, probably didn't know what the word damask meant. They probably thought you were giving a little swear word there. Gold splatter on the front. Yeah, I was wondering. I don't know if the gold splatter will show up, though. Well, think about it. Add black. Please go. Thank you, Carla. Would silver paint show? I don't think so, because the silver and the white are so much alike. I'm thinking blue or red. So I got blue on the inside here. We'll see. I'm not done with this yet. Bright color to break up the white. Yeah, like a red maybe even. How about some tiny red flowers, like some tiny red roses? Christmas roses, maybe. Stickers? A border. Yeah, a border. I'm thinking now tiny red roses might. Violet, I hope all goes well, Carla says. You both have the best day possible. All right, so let's go. I'm not finished with this yet. I want to take this. I love this little flower in here. I like what it does. Of course, my paint's way up here. And I like to add it. The only thing is I got to be careful that I don't smear. Now let's dry. We could even put some red roses in here. I'm thinking red roses. I got a stencil of 2 roses that maybe I'll do it out on as a pattern first on my tabletop. Oops. Well, there you go. There it is. This one might be mine because I'm kind of deciding what needs to be. And I don't mind these little outlines where the sponge goes over these little things in here. Don't bother me, but they might bother somebody else. And I was watching some videos on, it was a real artist, a fine artist, was showing how to, and I think Dee Dee has too, talked about using sponge brushes so that your paint strokes don't show. And I'm sitting there going, what's wrong with paint strokes? I like paint strokes. The things that we what we think are bad, I don't think are all that bad, you know, and going, what's wrong with a few paint strokes? You can manipulate paint strokes to show the direction and all that. I get what they're saying, but I'm going, I don't know. I think paint strokes might show a little texture. I should probably dry that so it doesn't smear. What's wrong with smears? I'm thinking some little red roses in here might, on both sides, might do the trick if I can get them like I want them. I'll have to have a better red than that runny stuff I got. Christmas roses. Christmas roses. We'll just do one cover this morning. I don't want to bore you guys out of your gourd here. I want to work on my crazy quilt cover. I have 100 things I need to get done as far as art projects. I'm not lacking for things to do. I think I'll leave that. I think I'm done. So let's give this a dry. And poinsettias. Yeah, poinsettias might be nice too. I'm not sure I've got a stencil for poinsettia though. I have a stencil for roses. I could draw this as pink poinsettias. Let's see. I'll put all my big stencils down at the bottom of everything. And I got these. But let me tell you, they've been used and used and used. They may not show up too good. Let's try a couple on paper here. Let's try roses. Where's my sponge? I might have to paint them. Let me go get my red. I might paint instead of using that. This is Tuscan red. And what else do I have here? That's Georgia clay. Oh, did I not buy any more reds? Very red. All right. I'm not sure I like those roses, but it could give me a start. We're going to practice on my paper first here. I don't know. This poor stencil's been used and used and used. Doesn't feel very juicy in there. There's that red, and then these are Tuscan reds. It's a little bit brighter red. All right, let's get a brush. Let's get a brush. How about a little brush like that? Yeah, let's see what I can do here. Poinsettia would be like, maybe even some blues in there might help. And it has yellow center, doesn't it? We don't want them that big. Hi, Tony. Hi, Kenny. Good morning. Hi, Lisbeth. Good morning, ladies. Let's see if I can make one smaller. If I make it smaller, I don't get the point on it like I want. Oops. Yeah. The roses I don't know if I can do by hand, like this. Kind of goes in and sort of like that. All right, I get some yellow for the center of the poinsettias. Orangey yellow or yellow. Marigold. Marigold. But you guys probably can't see that too well. Maybe I should zoom in one. Did it go? There it went. Takes a while for me to see it happen on my phone. Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah. I got to get out some more paper towels. let's try some. I think they're yellow dots, but does it have a red center on it? Yellow dots with a red center. Mess that up. Let's kind of paint in a red center and go back over it with yellow dots. Something like that. So, is that what I can squeeze on here? Yeah, I think that'll go. Will it go on? We're going to try it. I'll try it on the one that I keep for myself. Alrighty. We're going to try it. I'm going to try it on the back first. My sponge, my pans, my paint. Is it all dry? All right, let's try the poinsettia. Now with that blue in there, the blue background is going to look different because of the color against color. That looks like a rose. Maybe some dots of white in here too might brighten it up a little. Some tiny dots of white. Let's see if I can't put another rose in here. I'm kind of deciding which I like the best. I think I kind of going for the poinsettias, but having the roses in here doesn't hurt. That one needs a little help. What are you saying? Hi, Nancy. Good morning. You're going to be lurking. That's okay, Kenny. You're making your husband's food for the day and his tea. Okay. Lurk away. Nancy's in the house. Tony's here. Kenny's here. Kimberly's here. Good morning, everybody. Ann is here. Arlene was here. I think she's working. Lizbeth. Teresa was here earlier. Ginger and Violet. Violet's taking her husband into surgery this morning. Let's keep him in our thoughts and prayers. Mina's here. Good morning, Nina. Carla, Ginger, and I thought I saw somebody else somebody peeked in that I haven't seen, and you guys said hello to her, and I said hello, but she must be listening in. I don't see her name now. Patty's here, or was here. I'm just kind of scrolling back through the names. Teresa, Kimberly, Audrey 98. You said enough already. Enough already. Oops, I put blue on it. I didn't want blue. I don't know. Let's try some yellow dots in there. Maybe that'll help these. Yeah. Oops. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll keep going. I'm only going to do this one cover today because I don't want you guys to be bored out of your board. But I would like to get them done. I don't know if I'll have a chance to work on it this afternoon. Red center with yellow dots. Yeah, that's what I have, Ginger. A red center. And I'm putting yellow dots on the red center. Thank you. Bored, never? Kimberly says, good morning, Lori girl. Be careful out there. What are you doing, Lori? She says, I'm still here. You're getting ready for work and it's foggy out. Yes, be careful. That reminds me of a story. I just gotten out of school and I moved up to Omaha and I was working part-time. Working full-time, but I also worked part-time on the weekends for a nursing home. It's just doing nurse aid work. And I was driving on the interstate, and it was a Saturday morning. And it was snowy, foggy. And I had an old school car that I was driving. And I was being careful. And but the guy ahead of me was driving this little, I don't know if you guys remember the little Vegas. He was driving a little Vega, which is kind of like a little car. And I always wanted one of those till I saw what happened to his. And he must have skidded on some ice or something. It must have been slippery. And he was sitting crossways in the highway. And lucky me, I was the first one to go by him. And I got by him, but I noticed some cars behind me did not make it by him. And I go, uh-oh, there was an accident back there. So I stopped and I didn't move my car back. I got my car out of the way, my precious little school car. And I went back. I walked back to see if anybody was hurt, if I could help. And the guy that hit him they were both out in the middle of the road trying to figure out what to do. And they told me to run ahead and start flagging vehicles. And lucky for me, I had a white uniform on. So that would have, the cars that were going by, I had a red jacket on, and I had my white nurse aid uniform on, and I was waving that jacket and running up the highway trying to warn kind of risky to do that too, to warn the people that there was an accident up there. And I think some of them got the message, but some of them didn't. And there was a big old pile up. There was a big old pile up on the interstate. And of course, I was late for work. I didn't get into work. That shook me up quite a bit. I didn't get up into work until about 10 o'clock in the morning because, it was a significant accident by the time you are there when the police come and tell your side of the story and what you saw and all of that. It was getting late. Well, I went ahead and I went to work. I was pretty shook up. Just being around an accident like that will shake you up. I don't think anybody died, but there were a lot of mangled cars. There were a lot of mangled cars. I'd never been in an accident like that. And I really wasn't in it. I avoided it. I was pretty fortunate in this. I was the first one to pass him, and I got by him okay, but I drive slow. I'm too cautious. And anyway, I got to work and I told them why I was late, and they didn't believe me. They did not believe me. They thought I was just making an excuse, and they weren't too nice to me, like it's a Saturday morning and you just didn't want to get to work on time. You probably overslept, which is very possible I might have, but I didn't. Anyway, so at break time, I had a break, probably around lunch by that time. I called my mom. My mom was still living, and I was pretty young yet. And I called her and told her everything that happened, and she kind of calmed me down and all of that. Well, a little bit later, the head nurse came in and told me that if I wanted to go home, I could, that the director of nursing called and verified that there was an accident and she was in it. Her car was one of them that got all smashed up. And I just thought, you know what? I don't wish that director of nursing, I didn't wish her car being smashed up, but I thought, it just kind of cliche, It took the director of nursing to say, well, my car got smashed up in that accident before they believed me. They thought, to them, I was just a little temporary whoever, Driving my little school car, 5:30 o'clock in the morning on a snowy road, interstate. Back then, I don't know what Omaha is like now, but back then, about the only way to get from West Omaha to Council Bluff is the interstate, unless you go through downtown area, and you really don't want to do that. Yeah, I've had a lot of life experiences. I never want to be in an accident like that. I don't think anybody was hurt, but there were a lot of smashed up cars. And I can remember there's one lady, because I had my uniform on, I was just a nurse aide, but the people in the cars and everything, they didn't know that. They thought I was probably a nurse or something. And I know this one lady, she was just, she thanked me. She said she really thanked me for, I guess I called it, because she had kids with her and everything. And she thanked me for being there. So my presence must have made them feel better or something. Although I can't remember, I didn't administer anything medical because I didn't have the, I don't have that kind of authority to do anything like that. But I think just my presence, or she was just being kind to me. But here's this mother driving with a carload of kids, not a carload, her kids. And there are a couple of semis in there. And that makes it scary. And those semis, they don't slow down. Well, some of them do. I shouldn't say they don't, because some of them do. Most of them are. And there have been, even here, the farmers use those semis now to haul their grain. And I was listening to that farmer I told you about earlier, he's in central Minnesota, bringing in the corn harvest, and they hire these truck drivers. Well, we had a young lady just in the town over next to me who crashed into, or he crashed into her, or she crashed into him, but it took her life. And then I was reading the paper, and another one out in western Nebraska. So I don't know how I feel about those grain trucks. On the highway that I take to town, there's a lot of grain trucks because there's the big old grain elevator, and they got a soybean plant where they process soybeans. So you meet them all the time on the road. And they get up right up to your tail. I know my brother, we were going to town the other day, and I was driving, and he says, he's just right on your tail, isn't he? And I said, yeah. And I left him in the dust. And my brother said, you should have just let him go by you. I wasn't feeling that generous. I just left him in the dust. He was a truck. So he couldn't go that fast. He had a grain to haul or something. And he didn't like it. I was going so slow. And they don't like it when you go the speed limit. And go the speed limit, you're going slow, no matter how they raise the speed limit to 65 on our country highways. And then on the interstate, it's 70 and 75. Let's put some yellow dots in here. I don't know if you guys can see the yellow dots. Maybe I'll zoom in one more. Did that zoom? It takes a bit for it to zoom. There it goes. Yeah. Yeah. She's probably loving life right now, too. I mean, I was fortunate in that I was the first car to pass him. And I really feel grateful that I got past him. But I felt sorry for all the cars behind me. I feel like this needs to maybe be a little bit brighter yellow. I don't know. Let's get out some white. Mix some white with that yellow and see how that works. But it wasn't the accident so much as when I got to work, they didn't believe me that I was in a big old pile up on the interstate. The director of nursing called in and said she was in that accident. And then they came and told me I could go home if I want. And I said, no. I said, I talked to my mommy. She calmed me down. I worked the rest of the day. And that one's got my pay. I didn't go in I only had to work that one day. I was temporary. I just filling in for somebody who really didn't go into work. I was just a temporary. Oh, they didn't know me. They didn't know me from... I can give them that. I can understand that in a way. I kind of like that. I'm not going to put any more of those roses on there. I'll use this one for myself, the one that has the roses. Yeah. But I'm thinking a few little white dots here and there might be fun. Oh, no, they didn't apologize. Well, now here's the thing. That nurse might have, when she came to tell me, she might have apologized, and I may have been, what do you want to say, not obstinate, but too, I told you so, that she might have apologized. I don't even remember. I don't remember her apologizing, but she may have said, I'm sorry, or we're sorry, or something like that. But I think I was so taken back that they didn't believe me that it's been so long ago. I remember them not letting me go home. Don't remember an apology. Oh, isn't that horrible? Isn't that horrible? I kind of like those white dots on there. I think that's what I'll do. I don't know what I'm going to do on the other side. If I'm going to put red poinsettias, it does need something. I kind of like the white dots. I'm getting hungry. I'm hungry. I'm going to make some toast out of that raisin bread that I made. Did Linda come in? Linda. Hello, Linda. Hello. I've been thinking about you, wondering where you've been. Have you been to London to visit the Queen? And Penn? Isn't Penn in the UK? Yeah, I haven't seen you for a while. She's making her junk journal covers. Yeah, I'm making December's Jam journal cover. This is the inside. I kind of like it now. The poinsettia and the white dots here are just what it needed. It was a little sad. It said I need some spiffing up. And Anne said, make poinsettias. I was going to do roses, but roses are kind of hard. I got a couple of them in there, but this will be mine. I hope to get this all done by the third week in November, but I don't know. I might give it away the third week in November, but the thing of it is, see, I'd like for the recipient to get these by the first weekend so that they can start working in them, but that hasn't happened yet for the one I gave to Azure. And it's a lot of work to do 31 pages. Even if they're simple, it's kind of a lot of work. I'm trying to keep the challenges simple enough, and I'm using a lot of magazine images and stuff like that. I got that one book that I got out the other day that I'm going to use a lot in here. Christmas book. All right, let's dry this. I'm going to flip it over and see what I can do on the front. I am kind of liking this. I have put a border on it. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Where's my coffee? I put it over on the other desk. I don't see it here. Wait, while I'm drying, I'm going to drink some coffee. We skipped our supper last night. I made that bread, and we both ate bread, raisin bread, and I don't think either one of us were. See, I like this. What? Did you lose? Your mojo? Well, I was talking about that. Just get out some paper and get out a stencil and just start stenciling on a piece of paper till your mojo comes back. Do some simple stuff. Do some simple stuff. All right, I'm going to try some red poinsettias on here. Let's see how they go. Get out a stencil and start, or get out an old book or a stack of papers and stencil and start making some background papers or something. I don't know if you got a jelly plate, but painty papers. Do some painty papers. This doesn't look like much till you get several of them on here, and then it starts taking shape. Yeah, sometimes your mojo comes back when you just ignore that it's gone and just go do something. Even if it's not anything spectacular. Sometimes just the act of painting or scribbling or whatever you enjoy doing, cutting. Sometimes I like to just sit and fussy cut. That's what I did Saturday. I went upstairs and I saw all that stuff that I drug home from other garage sales and stuff and said, I don't need to go to a garage sale. And I brought down a history book that I had started. I deconstructed it, but I didn't have it all fussy cut yet. And I've been all weekend fussy cutting in that history book. And I got a stack of fussy cuts out in the other room by my chair. I don't think you do much fussy cutting, though, Linda. I think if I remember right, you don't do much of that, but you could do pinky papers. You hated the outcome of the jelly plate? Well, then don't do that. Do some painty papers. Just, do you have stencils, Linda? I was stenciling earlier. That's what caused me to say that earlier about, I mentioned getting your mojo back just by, where's my journal here? I did these November pages. Yeah. Here. Just something really, really, really simple. Just some leaves. Just red, yellow. Well, this is bronze here. And this was a red and orange, and it was a little darkened it with a little blue, I think. And do some background pages with some stencils. You don't have to spend 3 hours doing it. Just do a half an hour, 15 minutes. And you'll say, oh, this is fun. And you'll think of something else to do. And then your mojo will say, I'm here for you, Linda. I'm here for you. Anytime. I do understand, though, because I've had days, and usually it's on a Saturday after my live stream. Saturdays really are kind of my down days. You just kind of losing your mojo is not entirely a bad thing. Your creativity sometimes needs a rest. So I wouldn't say it's an entirely bad thing not to have mojo, not to be creative all the time. Sometimes you just need to sit back and relax and let your creative side of you relax a little. I usually get too much doing, though. But Saturdays are really the days that I just sat in there the other day and fussy cut. Getting too much paint on the... Sometimes just watching others. I like to watch Dee Dee. She always inspires me. And Tanya came back yesterday and she put a twist on the pick 10. She alphabetized all the prompts, or we did in her stream, like tell me all the art words that start with A, like acrylic, or I, inks, S for stencils and scissors, and we really had a list of them going. And then she did a pick 10 based off of a word, or a word like, I think she used create art. And so for the C, she went to our list of C's and she picked a number. Somehow she picked a number off of the list. I'm not sure how she got the number. She said she picked a number out of C, and then we did that prompt. It was kind of fun. I like to do prompts by alphabet. And the alphabet was chosen by the word that the phrase create art. So we did C and then an R. And I think her husband picked the phrase for us, if I remember right. And it isn't like the prompts changed. We didn't, we had a lot of the same prompts, but it was just a fun way to approach it. That was fun. We did that yesterday. Linda says, cleaning the studio makes me more helpless. I can't find anything back after I clean. I get that. I'm constantly looking for things here. Sometimes if I just leave it where I put it at the time, I find it easier than if I put it back to where it belongs. What happens is I don't ever get it put back where it belongs, and I want it there. Hi, Ray. What did Arlene say? She says, when I lose my mojo, I refill the paint bottles, clean the brayer, organize images, etc., and the mojo comes back. Yeah. I don't have too much trouble with losing it. But I will say sometimes your mojo takes a hike when it needs a rest. So I don't think it's an entirely bad thing, but that doesn't mean that you never want to work again. All right, let's put some of this white with the yellow again and do some centers. More yellow. But I would think doing something easy and quick, something that isn't going to tax your creative mind, might bring your mojo back pretty fast. Like, oh, look what I did. I don't think these are showing up as well on here. Maybe after I get the yellows in, I'll go back in with the white snowballs. Ooh, that's an awful big center. It's an awful big dot. And let's go back in with some white dots. I think those helped a lot. That couldn't be overpowering. That's almost too watery. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of have to do what works for you. Other people can tell you what works for them and what they do. You kind of have to find your own mojo again. It's kind of like dieting. Nobody can diet for you. They can tell you what works for them, but you can't diet for somebody. Can't kick somebody else's bad habit. I don't know if I like this or not. Yeah, I guess I do. I'm still deciding, do I like it or not? The more I put on it, I think I like it. If I stay away from the snowflakes. We want some of the gold showing in the center of the snowflakes. There. Oops. I lose the center of the snowflakes, though. I'm going to try something after I get done here on these white snowflakes, on a couple of them. I'll show you in a minute. I don't know if it'll work, but this one is mine. So if I mess it up, I mess it up. I can always paint over it. Alrighty. Let's give that a little dry. Really. Right in there is where I'm comfortable. Let's see if I can't move this a little. Yeah. Let's see, that way or that way? I probably moved it the wrong way. Oh, no, that it went too far. Well, move it this way a little. No, move it this way. There we go. Right in there. A little. Oh, what did I do with it, though? That's the story. Maybe I'll try it, and maybe I won't. I have this iridescent medium. I'm going to mix it with the white and try a couple of snowflakes. Ooh, that was a lot. And let's see, I'll get some white. A little bit of white on here with the what's there. I have no idea. I think that's what you do is you mix it with acrylic paint. Yeah, it says use with acrylic paint. Use with acrylic paint. Provides a pearlized effects. That's all I can read. Let's stir this up with the end of my... Do I have enough? I think I do. Yeah, I need my towels here. I got a few left here. All right, let's see. Where's my snowflake stencil? There's my big one. There's my red-handed scissors. Here's my rose and my... Oh, where's my snowflake stencil? Found everything except for the snowflake one. There's the roses and the center flower one and the flourish. What did I do with it? There's the spiders that I was using the other day. What happened to my snowflake? I said I was going to put it over there and let it dry. Where did it go? Ah, did it fall? No. Come on, Mary. What do you do with things? Here it is. It was hiding. I'm just going to try a couple of these larger snowflakes. See if I can't get it back. I got to get in there. I'm a foot away. 3 feet away. Let's go back over here. Right in here. And right in here. I might cover up some of the poinsettia, but we'll see what happens. I just thought of it. Right in. If I can get it centered again to where it should be. Right in there, I think. Now, it's going to be nothing left of this sponge by the time I'm done with it today. I keep cutting it down. We'll try it on this one because I'm so curious. I think I want some more medium. I want some more pearl. Where's my paintbrush that I was using as a stir stick? I didn't put it back in there. Yeah, I don't know what I do with stuff. Had it here. We'll use this one. That's pearly. That's pearly. All right, let's try this again. I don't know how it's going to stencil. Might be too thick. Know if it made that much difference. Make that much difference. I don't want to get too much on it. I don't think it's making that much difference. Let's try something else. What did I do with my little paintbrush? What did I do with stuff? Here it is. It was hiding. Let's try some strokes in here. I'm not sure that I'm liking that either. Don't mess it up, Mary. Leave it alone. All right, all right. That's my sponge. It shows a little, not enough to make a difference. I wanted to experiment, though. I wanted to experiment. I'll back up my chair again. Let's do this. Yeah. Let's get Linda's mojo back for her. Ew, with that? Ew. Let's do this. Where's my sponge? There's my paintbrush. There's my paintbrush. Where's that little sponge? There it is, underneath my book. Let's do this then. So it'll really show up. Just get you a stencil and an old yucky dark piece of paper and some light paint and just go to it. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's put this one down in the corner. Just got to use it up. I don't see what this is. I can see it's pearlescent, but you must have to use it with a thicker paint because it doesn't have much shine when I put it on, in my opinion. But then I'm sponging it too. You can't sponge too thick paint or you get it smeary. All right, let's see what I have. Woo! I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's do up in here. I kind of like using up all this extra paint on the dictionary page. You kind of just can go in there and have fun with it. You don't have to worry about it, how it looks. Like that didn't come out so great. Let's do this one. Let's make it go this way. I'm just having fun in my dictionary. Let's mix a little of this red with this. It makes it thick. It's thick. It's got a texture to it. It's almost too thick for the stenciling. Pink. It's pink. It's kind of pretty. Let's put this one in here. Yeah, my stencil's dirty. My stencil's dirty. I need to take them all and give them a bath in Murphy's oil. Yucky poo. Probably smearing that to high heaven there. Yep. Don't want to waste my paint. Don't want to waste it. I wanted to experiment with that iridescent. It kind of shines on here. Not what I was expecting, but oh well. Let's put that one in there. Kind of smeared that. Let's put this one right in here. It's pretty dry already. It's just so sticky. That iridescent might stick. I'll probably put a piece of wax paper in here. Stick to itself. That's kind of pretty. Why didn't I do that on this? I don't know. This needs something more. I'm happy. I think I'm happy with the back. I'm not sure. I'm pretty happy with the back. Front needs something more. Maybe it needs some blue or dark color. Maybe it needs some of these flourishes. This one's mine. I can experiment with it. Maybe I should put a couple white snowflakes on here. Mary's not done yet. This one's mine. We'll experiment with this one. Not a whole lot of snowflakes. Just one or two. Maybe a large one and a small one. Right in here, maybe. We're going to go for it if I can find my sponge. What did I do with my sponge? Oh, I don't know. Did it stay with the book? It's time for a new one anyway. Petal says, you're using up all those sponges. No, I think I got 3 packages left, maybe 4. I'll probably find that sponge on the floor. Oh, there it is. I'm going to throw it away. I don't want it to get on the floor and get on the carpet. Now, I said right in here, avoid the poinsettias. So right in there, right in. No. Well, I can turn it after I do this one. Let's try to get it right in there, maybe. Well, here goes. What does it look like? I kind of like it. Let's do the little one down here. I don't want to do a lot of them on here, but I do like it. Yeah, not getting enough paint on that. Yes, I like that. I like what's happening. So if I put snowflakes here, I might put flourishes on the other side because it needs something. Not in white, in dark blue or black. Let's give it some more. I got to get me some more white paint. I think I looked for it and they were out of the bigger bottles. Probably, maybe it's restocked by now. I'm going to spend all morning on these journal covers. Not going to get anything else done. What time is it? 7:14. I got 15 minutes. Yep, I'm spending all morning just on these journal covers. What else did it? Oh, I did the page in the Oh, November Jam Journal. I did November 4th. I did something else this morning. Oops, that one didn't get very well heated up in here. I kind of like that. I kind of like it. I don't know, my paint's not as thick. Let's do one more big one up over here. I don't know, can you see that one even? It almost blends in. It's the way the light hits it, I think. The way the light is hitting it. You can see it better if I turn my paper. Let's do one of these down in here. Call it done. I don't have much paint left here. There we go. So I'm pretty happy with that. That just added an extra layer to it. It really needed that extra layer. I'm still going to put a border around it. I'm not happy with this. I'm afraid to try, but I think I will. We don't have to plaster it. Maybe the smaller one. Maybe the smaller one. Yeah, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Hold your breath. Here it goes. I can come back with poinsettias if I want on them. Yeah, let's do some of this blue. I'm about out of this. All right, let's see what I did. Oh, yeah. I kind of like it. If I do that in the corners, maybe. Now I might come back in with a poinsettia on top of these. Ew. Yeah. 5 inches might be too much to 5 inches might be too much to put another corner one over here. I think I'm going to leave it and come over 5 inches and come over into here. Right into here. And then this needs to come over 5 inches. And up here. Doesn't matter because this is going to be a wraparound. And the thing is, I don't know. I'm guessing. I think I'm going to put maybe like that, only shorter. Maybe up in there. See, I'm going to cut off a piece here. Now, hold your breath because I'm going to do something else here. Do I want to make them black or red or yellow? Red, I think. Red. Red. In here. Let's try it in there where my, because I had a poinsettia there. Let's try was the Tuscan red, I think, is the darker. Which one's the darker? They look about the same. I forgot. This one's darker. Ew. I'm going to try putting a red flower right here. And see how that looks with my black sponge. Yeah. I didn't like it. This one's coming to me anyway, so we'll see what happens. If you don't like something, keep going. Maybe it'll turn out in the long run. Now Mary's going wild with the red flowers. I like that. I left my poinsettia there. Maybe this just needs to be a little brighter down here. It's not showing up enough. If I can get it back in there. Right in there. Let's get it a little brighter. Now it's a little better. The red over the black lines doesn't work too well. It has to be in its own little world. Christmas. My brother's getting the paper. He opens that door and it lets cold air in. Squeaky front porch door. Squeaky door. Let's flip this. Look at it upside down. I think I'll just add red flowers on this, just for the fun of it. I'll probably cut this part off. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see, what time is it? 7:29. Dee Dee's probably popping on about now. Dee Dee Willingham, if you want to go watch her. I'm just going to finish up my red flowers here and say goodbye to everybody. And I'll put a border on this. I think I'm happier with this. Maybe I'll do some... No, I think I'll just probably pretty much call it done. Yeah. I think I'm pretty done with it. I always think, and then I come back and go, well, let's do it there, or let's do it here. No more, Mary. All right, all right. So I might do a little more to this, like put a border on it. But I think I'm pretty done with it. I might do some more white dots or gold splatter or something. I'm not sure. I'm pretty happy with it. Remember, this will be folded up like this, you know, and it'll come like this. The journal will. Only, I think it. Well, let's see. How did I have it? Yeah, I guess that's how I wanted it, like that. It needs something in here, maybe. Well, I'll have the black fringe, though, the black tassels over here, so it may not need anything. I think I'm pretty happy with it. Sometimes you just got to keep working on it. I'll straighten it out a little. And then after I say goodbye to everybody, I'm going to go use up the rest of my paint on my journal. I don't know whether I want to take the thumbnail of this or this. Decisions. I think this. Alrighty. Let's say goodbye to everybody. Becky! Hi, Becky. Oh, I'm so sorry with that leg. I'm so sorry. Oh, you're having an MRI Wednesday to find out. You know, with all that work that you and Scott do, it just wouldn't be surprised me just really pulled and strained it. I know when I worked out in the yard, my back hurt for 2 days. And that was just working in the yard for a day, you know. I pulled zinnias out of the ground. So I hope it's nothing serious. I don't envy you. I hope that they find out what's going on with it. You like the dark on the gold, Arlene? Yeah, I think so. I think that really helped it. I think after I put that on and then this red, it needed another layer. And it might need another layer yet. I might try to bring these red poinsettias out a little bit more because they're kind of a thin layer of red. And I like them in there, but they've kind of fallen in the background. I'd like to pop them out a little more. So, and this is just the inside cover. I'm liking it for an inside cover, and I'm going to cut this part off. Thank you, Arlene. Hi, Journey. Thank you. Hi, Little Red Wagon. Thanks for popping in. I don't see a lot of you while I'm got paint on my hands. Ray is here. Hi, Brittany. Good morning to everybody who's popped in. I saw Linda come in. Welcome, Linda. Let's see. You found an amazing artist on YouTube. Let's go check her out, or them out. Greg, Crayola Simpkins. Heroes, birds, art and painting, conversation, animals, painting. Crayola Simpkins. All right. Painting, French bulldogs, painting hand embellishment, family heirlooms, owls and birds. Ooh, look at him paint that owl. The bulldog, spiders, Halloween isn't the only time for strange or something or other. Owls and animals. Thanks for sharing that link, Linda. Okay, well, I'm sure Dee Dee's on. Everybody have a great day. Aunt Beck, you take care of that knee. So go out and enjoy the world of color around us. So there's a whole great big world of color out there. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Oh, don't forget. Let's see. Tanya said that she might stream for Lisa tonight. She's not sure, but you might check Tanya McGuire at This, That, and Chat tonight at 7 or 7:30. She's not sure, but she mentioned it yesterday in her stream. I'll probably stream tomorrow morning. Becky will, let's see, Becky streams tomorrow night. Vicki Ross streams tomorrow afternoon around 4:30, usually up around in that time. And Aunt Beck, she's got that MRI on Wednesday, so we'll see what happens to her. So bye, everybody. Have a great day.